Although a handful of pickup trucks still count among the 10 best-selling vehicles in the USA, there is no doubt that the pickup truck market is in a serious downward spiral in the US automotive market, with some examples being 14,000 new, but 2-year-old Nissan Frontier models still on dealer lots, and a staggering 34,280 new, but 2-year-old GMC Sierra 1500 models still on dealer lots. The principal drivers of this decline in pickup truck sales are affordability, with sticker prices of some trim levels of several brands exceeding $100,000, and seemingly extortionate loan interest rates that sometimes push car payments higher than home mortgage payments. Stay with us and watch this video until the end, as we count down the list of 6 pickup trucks that dealers can't give away this year. Number 6. Toyota Tacoma. Many viewers might be hugely surprised to see the Toyota Tacoma model range on a list of worst-selling pickup trucks. But the truth is that last year, the redesigned Toyota Tacoma truck model range sold only 192,813 units. Its weakest sales were in February, when only 5,045 units were sold, while its strongest sales were in August, when a total of 20,770 units were sold. As a practical matter, the redesign of the Tacoma did this truck absolutely no favors, as it still did not offer the same level of comfort, styling, and tech features that are commonplace in US-designed pickup trucks. Moreover, although Toyota is deservedly famous for the overall reliability and durability of its trucks, the redesigned Tacoma suffers from serious and significant reliability and quality issues, not the least of which are electrical system failures. Nonetheless, despite its serious defects and shortcomings, the Toyota Tacoma is a viable choice for buyers who need a sturdy, fairly reliable, and spacious truck that comes with a variety of drivetrain options and some trim levels that can boost serious off-road capabilities. Overall, CarEdge.com awarded the Toyota Tacoma a value for money rating of 82 out of a possible 147 places, which is not terrible when compared to some of its competitors, but still not something a manufacturer like Toyota can or should be proud of. The current iteration of Toyota Tacoma trucks has starting prices between $31,590 for the base SR5 trim level and $67,735 for the top-of-the-range non-hybrid TRD Pro trim level. Number 5. Ford Ranger. Another surprise on this list of the worst-selling trucks in the USA market is the Ford Ranger, which spends an average of 90.5 days on dealer lots before finding takers, and then only when their exorbitant sticker prices are heavily discounted by dealers. Despite their positive attributes, the latest Ford Rangers are beset by a range of serious reliability issues that clearly do not help their sales figures at all. These issues include, but are not limited to, leaking transmission fluid coolers that destroy transmissions, prematurely failing DPF and EGR devices, blocked EGR tracks in intake manifolds, and cylinder heads, unreliable and failure-prone turbochargers, and even power windows that can stop working at any moment. Because of these and other reliability issues, CarEdge.com places the Ford Ranger model range at a number 82 out of a possible 147 places in terms of value for money. In terms of sales numbers, only 51,591 Ford Rangers were sold last year, with the highest number, 11,046 units sold in August of last year, and the lowest number, 303 units sold in January of last year. Prices for the latest Ford Ranger model range start at $32,980 for the base XL trim level, and rise to an eye-watering $55,720 for the Raptor model, with prices excluding any options or packages. Number 4. Ford Maverick. Although the sales numbers of Ford Mavericks have seen a noticeable rise or increase over the past 2 years, the Ford Maverick model range cannot be described as a bestseller in the compact pickup truck segment. In practice, though, the Ford Maverick offers buyers almost everything they are looking for: a smaller, lighter, and more fuel-efficient truck as compared to the gigantic medium and full-size offerings from Ford. Unfortunately, that is where it ends, because of the Maverick's limited load-carrying capacity and paltry 4,000-pound towing capacity, which requires a 2.0-liter EcoBoost engine and Ford's hugely expensive 4K towing package to pull off. Moreover, One other thing that counts against the Ford Maverick's unibody design and construction is that it provides an almost car-like ride quality. While this might be a strong selling point for some buyers, most truck aficionados consider the Maverick a truck for non-truck people, who are people who supposedly buy trucks only for the status and image that truck ownership confers. In terms of sales numbers, the Ford Maverick model range saw a total of 157,345 units sold last year, with the strongest sales of 26,618 sold in March of last year, and the weakest sales of 8,673 units sold in November of last year. Prices for the latest Ford Maverick model range start at $26,550 for the base XL trim level and rise to an almost extortionate $40,350 for the range-topping Tremor model. It is worth noting that, while the Maverick XL trim level is one of the few new trucks that can be had for under $30,000, adding the packages and options that give it the semblance and functionality of a real truck takes the sticker price to well over $30,000. Number 3. Jeep Gladiator. Perhaps the only positive thing one can say about the Jeep Gladiator is aimed at, and strictly intended for, use by die-hard Jeep fans, which is an eloquent explanation of its abysmally low sales numbers since its introduction into the pickup truck market. In practice, despite posing as a pickup truck, the Jeep Gladiator suffers from the same defects and design flaws as almost all other Jeep products. These include a deafening level of wind and road noise at anything approaching highway speeds, the potentially deadly death wobble, a hugely problematic and failure-prone automatic stop-start system, and other relatively minor irritations like water leaks and chipping or flaking paint. Of course, it could be that Jeep fans do not mind dealing with the issues listed here, which might explain why last year saw only 42,125 Jeep Gladiators sold. The highest number of Jeep Gladiators, 4,444, were sold during March of last year, while the lowest numbers of Gladiators, 2,782, were sold during November of last year. Prices for the latest Jeep Gladiator model range begin at $38,695 for the base sport trim level and rise to an eye-watering $61,995 for the range-topping Mojave X model. Number 2. Chevrolet Colorado. Despite its long history in the U.S. pickup truck market, the Chevrolet Colorado model range has seen a dramatic decline in sales numbers over the last few years. Apart from known fuel injector problems, the last few model years of the Chevrolet Colorado have been plagued by an endless list of electrical failures and issues, including, but not limited to, failures of the cruise control system, body control module, alarm or security system, headlights, interior and exterior lights, and even a total failure of the entire electrical system, which immobilizes an affected vehicle. Based on these and other reliability issues, CarEdge.com places the Chevrolet Colorado at number 43 out of a possible 147 places in terms of value for money. Somewhat weirdly, despite its many known issues and shortcomings, last year's Colorado model range was chosen by Motor Trend to be its truck of the year. It is difficult to see how this came about, unless, of course, gadgets like an 11.3-inch touchscreen and underbody cameras played an inordinately large role in the selection process. Fans of the Chevrolet Colorado model range might be surprised to learn that last year saw only 98,013 units sold, the strongest sales of 10,643 units happening during October of last year, while January and February of last year each saw only 4,909 units sold. Number 1. Nissan Frontier. Although the Nissan Frontier is by all accounts a capable truck that is largely free of major faults and gremlins, Nissan's no-frills approach to the Frontier's design and accommodations seems to seriously hurt the Frontier's sales numbers, as compared to its more luxuriously appointed rivals. In practice, it is rather difficult to explain the latest iterations of the Nissan Frontier's very low sales numbers. For example, the Frontier is extremely tough and durable, and boasts a powerful and reliable V6 engine that outperforms many of its rivals in key metrics like power and torque. Moreover, the Frontier is available in multiple configurations to suit most, if not all, buyer preferences. The Nissan Frontier is also spacious and comfortable, although not at the level of some of its rivals. But then again, the Frontier is aimed squarely at buyers like contractors and farmers, who neither want nor need the frills and bells and whistles that come with pickup trucks that are more luxuriously appointed. In fact, in terms of value for money, CarEdge.com places the Frontier at number 60 out of a possible 147 places, which is considerably higher than some of its greatly more expensive competitors. Last year, the Nissan Frontier model range saw sales of only 69,813 units. The highest sales number occurred during May of last year, when 6,827 units were sold. The lowest number of units, 4,098, was sold during October of last year. Starting prices of the latest Nissan Frontier models range between $32,050 for the base S trim level and $41,810 for the range-topping SL model.